So I've just checked out of my Airbnb here in Blagoevgrad, Bulgaria. I was here for a month, just sort of relaxing, working, just getting into a routine. But today, I guess, is sort of the first day that I'm going to get back into traveling and moving around a bit more for the next month, basically. So yeah, I'm just doing one last kind of walk around the this area. My apartment was the orangey one, that one. Actually, no, it's the one next to it. Yeah. And yeah, I've got a bus in a few hours to Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, which will be nice to explore for a few nights before flying to Spain. So yeah, just gonna walk around here and soak it up for the last 2 hours. Right, so I made it to Sofia a few days ago, and today's my last full day here in Bulgaria, so I thought I would document the food I eat. Yeah, first up for breakfast we've got banitsa, which is a local pastry that's made from, well, pastry and cheese and kind of like yogurt egg, like a yogurt egg mixture, I think. This one has got minced beef in it, and I've got, to accompany that, this drink. I asked the lady if it's chocolate and she laughed and she said no, it's a local fermented wheat drink called boza or bossa. She said it tastes very weird, which is exactly what you want when you go to a different country. So I got it, and we're gonna see how it tastes. All right, I've almost finished the banitsa here. It's delicious, 10 out of 10. It's as good as pastry gets, really. I'm just trying this fermented drink now, and it's weird. Like, she was right, it's definitely weird. It kind of tastes like Wheat Bix. It seriously just tastes like Wheat Bix mixed with Baileys, like a sweet alcohol. But I guess that just comes from the fermentation. Now, after that breakfast, I'm just going to a local cafe where I can get a warm drink and get some work done. Alright, so it's a bit of a late lunch. It's dark outside. I think it's maybe 5:30 p.m. or something. But I've just come for... I wanted to get a taste of a few different Bulgarian foods. I'm not sure what I've gotten, but I came into this cafeteria place that they just have they just give you a plate with a bit of everything. So I've got here... Actually, let me change the camera angle. This is a stew with, I think it's beef. So tender, so delicious. That's a bit of rice and some vegetables and things like that. Then we've got a local sausage, which is incredibly dense and so hard to chew, but it's very tasty, with a cucumber yogurt sauce. It's actually quite thick, but it's nice and refreshing. Then we got a cold potato salad and this tomato salsa, or a tomato sauce. I thought it was going to be very spicy, but it's actually really sweet, not spicy at all. And it's almost kind of like a mango. I mean, I don't think there's mango in it, but it's got that sweetness. There must be some kind of fruit in there, because it's very sweet. It's like a sweet and sour sauce. But yeah, if that was a bit warmer, especially because it's winter, this would be, I could eat this every night. So I'm not hungry at all after that last meal. So my last meal of the day is going to be some dessert. I ordered some baklava, and I ordered 4 different flavors, although it's way too much for one serving. I think I'm gonna have leftovers tomorrow. I got an original, pistachio and cream, chocolate and milk, or milk and chocolate, and a walnut flavored one. So I just had a bite of the original. It's delicious, so flavorful, very sweet, very strong, but yeah, Good stuff. So that's my day of eating in Bulgaria, and tomorrow we are flying to Spain. I've just landed in Barcelona. I think that's my last flight for a while now. Even though I've got a lot of travel plans coming up, it's all buses, trains, and ferries and things like that. So yeah, I don't think I'll be on another plane for a few months at least. So I've made it from the south of Spain up to the north. We flew from Malaga to Barcelona, and now we're here staying with some friends at their farm. It's such a nice place, very remote and just very peaceful, as you can probably see. And it's great to be back. We were both here house sitting for a few months during June, July, like right in the hot summer months. So our experience here was just sweltering heat, and now we're here in, close to winter, so it's cooled down a lot. I'm also really happy to be back because I've been living out of a backpack for the past few months, and my big suitcase full of clothes has been here at the farm. So now halfway through December, I'm finally able to get my winter clothes, some more jackets and jeans and stuff for the snow. And I'm also really excited to be back with my suitcase because I've got my currency collection, and I've collected some notes over the past few months, so we're going to add that to the collection. So right now, I think I've got in between 20 and 30 different notes from different parts of the world. It's actually a good indicator of where I've been since I left my suitcase here. So after I left the farm in summer, I flew to London, so I was able to collect a £5 note. After London, we went to Morocco, so I'll be able to add my 50 dirham note from Morocco. After that, I went and met Cooper in Eastern Europe. So first up, we went to Albania. I've got 500 lek. After Albania, we crossed over into Macedonia. And this is 500 dinar, I think. Could be wrong. And then finally, from Bulgaria, I've got my 10 Bulgarian lev. So that'll be some nice little additions to my collection. But yeah, it's so great to be back. Our friends, they're from the UK, and they bought this place before they even had visa approval to stay and live in Spain. So that's why we were invited to house sit, because they had to go back and forth between the UK and Spain. But yeah, just in the last few months, they've done so many renovations. It's completely self-contained and off the grid. So it's just a really beautiful part of the world to chill for a week before Christmas.
Segura malandro, pois malandro que é malandro não se estoura. Se segura malandro, pois malandro que é malandro não se estoura. Se segura malandro, pois dia de chegar sua hora. Se segura malandro,
So we just had our first night in Geneva. It's the 23rd of December, so we're going to be here around the Christmas days. So we're going to be here for Christmas Eve, Christmas, Boxing Day, and the day after. I've woken up a bit sick this morning, as you can tell, so I'm just having a slow start to the day. I'm making some like a honey and lemon tea with some ginger and also some baked beans and bread. I'm not sure if it was the change in temperature or the 11-hour overnight bus ride from Barcelona to Geneva, but either way, I'm just taking it easy this morning. But yeah, nothing too bad. Over the next few days, we've got a bit of walking around the city planned. We're going to catch up with family. My cousin Rachel and her family live here in Geneva. They've gifted us for Christmas an outdoor spa experience today, which is near the lake, and it's supposed to snow, which will just be incredible. We're going to do some day trips, walk around the Christmas markets here, spend time with family, eat a lot of chocolate, and just explore Geneva. So it's Boxing Day, we're at the bus station pretty early, taking a bus from Geneva to Annecy down in France. So we're finally leaving Switzerland and we're going to spend the next week or so in France.
J'avais dessiné sur le sable son doux visage qui me souriait. Puis il a plu sur cette plage, dans cet orage, elle a disparu et j'ai crié. suis assis auprès de son âme, mais la belle dame s'était enfuie. Je l'ai cherchée sans plus y croire et sans un espoir pour me guider. Et j'ai crié, Aline, pour qu'elle revienne. Et j'ai pleuré, oh j'avais trop de peine. Je n'ai gardé que ce doux visage comme une épave.
So France has been awesome. We've spent some time in Lyon and Annecy, but now we're in a city called Grenoble, which is close to the French Alps, and we're going to ski for a few days. So right now it's the 29th of December. We're going to ski the 30th and the 31st of December. And then, because everything's closed on New Year's Day, we're going to have a rest day on the 1st. And then go back for 2 more days of skiing on the 2nd and 3rd of January. So that should be fun. Alright, it's the 4th of January. We've just returned our rental ski equipment and now we're at the bus stop waiting for a bus back to Geneva. From Geneva, we're both going to part ways. So Anna Paula's going back to Spain to resume her master's degree and I'm going to continue on with my plan, which I'll tell you shortly. But for now, we're just going to wait for our bus and make our way back to Geneva. I just woke up. I'm packing my bags for the next part of my trip. So tonight I'm leaving Geneva. I've got an overnight bus from Geneva to Bologna and then I'm taking 2 trains from Bologna to Jesi where I'm going to see some friends and they've got my bike stored at their place. So I'm going to finally pick up my bike after 2 years. So now I'm just in the hotel room and I'm kind of sorting through all of my stuff I've got in my suitcase so that I can fit them in these 2 bike panniers. Because obviously I can't ride a bike while towing a suitcase behind me. So I got these in Lyon last week, these side panniers, and I'm just going to see how much I can fit in there. I don't know when I'll be back to collect my suitcase, so I will need to pack enough clothes for cold weather, hot weather. You know, I could even be living out of these bags until summer. So yeah, it's going to be a fun challenge, but let's see how much I can pack. Alright, so basically I arrived in Jesi, I got my bike, I spent a night in Jesi with family friends, had a great time. And now I've ridden to Ancona, which was about a 2-hour ride. And from Ancona, because it's on the coast, I'm getting a ferry across to Split, Croatia. And from there, basically, I'm gonna make my way from Split to a small town in Bosnia called Mostar. I'll do a little ride from Split to Mostar, and then I've got a whole month booked of accommodation in Mostar, so that's where my holiday, my holidays end. So yeah, the rest of the video will just be clips of me riding the next few days. I'm about to get on the ferry, which is an 11-hour overnight ferry, and I don't have a bed booked, I've just got a seat booked, so how much I ride tomorrow will depend on how well I sleep tonight, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I've made it to Mostar. As you can see behind me, it's such a cool little town. It's still pretty early in the morning, so the sun hasn't fully risen, but in the middle of the day, this river is like a bright blue, like a turquoise blue. It's so cool. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. That marks the end of my like Christmas holiday, I guess. I'm going to stay here for a month, do some work, and then hopefully do some more bike trips in the year. See you then.